summary of a year in miracles, and today we are on day 266, which is A Course in Miracles lesson 266. So today's lesson is, my holy self abides in you, God's Son. Father, you gave me all your sons to be my saviors and my counselors in sight, the bearers of your holy voice in me. In them you reflected, and in them does Christ look back upon me from myself. Let not your Son forget your holy name. Let not your Son forget his holy source. Let not your Son forget his name is yours. This day we enter into paradise, calling upon God's name and on our own, acknowledging ourself in each of us, united in the holy love of God. How many saviors God has given us. How can we lose the way to him when he has filled the world with those who point to him and given us the sight to look on them? And that's it. That's our lesson for today. And I was kind of thinking about this I hadn't even read this lesson yet this morning, but I was remembering back this morning as I was getting ready for the day and thinking about how intimidated I was of the world when I was younger, and how, each day I was just had that little bit of fear inside of me, fear of facing the world, fear of the unknown of what I was going to be facing. Sometimes it would maybe be fear of the people I was working for, or maybe fear of the people I was working with, or maybe fear of what was going to happen during a particular job, or how someone was going to react to a particular situation. And all of these fears, would bubble up and percolate, before I would even get into my day, before I would start my day. And, looking back on that now, I think, gosh, I used to be so fearful and so intimidated about all of those people that I thought were separate from me, outside of me. And I thought how they controlled me, right? How, I was at the whim of whatever they brought to the table, that I was just going to have to react or follow suit or step in line to whatever they decided my day was going to look like. And then as I started doing these lessons and I started feeling more aligned with the truth, right, about who and what I am, and becoming empowered, right, with the knowledge of what I am, that I am that holy thought of God, that I am connected to that one source of love that connects us all, I started looking at the world differently, and I started looking at the people that I interacted with differently, and instead of seeing them as fearful and the fear of the unknown and feeling like a victim, I started looking at them and saying, wow, they are just as afraid as I am, and look at how they are reacting to the world in their fearful state. And I started acknowledging some empathy toward them and realizing that they're just as afraid, and they think that they are separate too. And then I realized that knowing that I was not separate, that I can make a difference, not only in my life, but I can make a difference in their life too. And I could help them to maybe understand that they weren't separate and they didn't have to be so afraid. And how do we do that? By choosing that for ourselves, right? And being that example and being the light. And then others can look at us and say, wow, you've changed. There's something different in you that wasn't there before. You're holding yourself in a place of love, and you're sharing your love. How is it that you're not afraid anymore? And then all of a sudden they open themselves up to something different, a new way of looking at the world, a new way of looking at life. But it all starts with you first, right? It all starts with acknowledging that we are all connected, that we are all one. And then as you bring that into your day, you affect the rest of the people in the room, which again is just a reflection of your thoughts, right? It's a mirror of your thoughts mirroring back on you. So that's what this lesson is all about today. In them are you reflected, and in them does Christ look back upon me from myself. So it all starts with you. It all starts with the acknowledgement of understanding the truth about what you are and who you are. And when you bring that into your day changes, right? So let not your son forget his name is yours. So that's our lesson for today, and see how that shows up, right? How many saviors has God given you today, right? How many opportunities do you have today to choose love? And how are you going to show up today on this Monday, right? Because it's Monday, right? Lots of opportunities. Mondays always have a lot of opportunities to choose love, right? So great to see all of you here on the live feed this morning. Thanks for joining, everyone. Always wonderful to have you guys here with me on this Monday. Hi, my sissy. Great to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, Mark. Hey, Colette. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you here this morning. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Francine. Hey, Terry. Great to see you here this morning. Hi, honey. Good morning, Will. Good to see you here this morning. Happy Monday. Yay. Good morning, Greg. Hi, Pam. Happy fall. That's right. We're into fall now. Great to see all of you here this morning and this beautiful fall Monday morning. Good morning, Russ. Good to see you here this morning. Hey, Paula. Yeah, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, sometimes we just get it, right, in the morning. Like sometimes the messages just resonate to exactly what we're going through. I know I had a lot of those moments. I still have a lot of those moments in doing A Course in Miracles because it's so easy to forget and get pulled into the chaos and the drama of the illusion and to not own our power. And that's all we have to do is remember who we are and bring that to the table today. Bring that with you and see how that changes your world today. One reflection of holy love and peace. Yeah, that's right. It is great to move out of the fear and into the world of just love. That's all. That's all. Simple. Not always easy, but simple. Good morning, Eileen. Good to see you here. Hey, Doug. Oh, you're welcome, Terry. And thanks everyone for showing up this morning. It's always great to have all you guys here on the live feed with me this morning. Hey, Alicia. Good to see you here. Hey, Colleen. Yeah. Hey, Michael. Great to see you here. A lot of familiar, wonderful faces. So how is this day going to be different for you, right? How are you going to show up differently today? How are you going to own your power and come into your world and understand that you're connected to everyone? You don't need to be intimidated or afraid. Everybody's afraid, right? So just understand and acknowledge the truth of who you are and share that with others, because it's not necessary to be so fearful. We're all here just to be a reflection, right, of each other, of one another. So how are you going to show up today to reflect who you are today, right? In them are you reflected. So let not your son forget you today. Good morning, Paula. Great to see you. Ah, you found it. You found the comment box. That's great. I know sometimes technology is tricky, right? So I'm glad you're able to comment this morning. Great to see you here this morning. Hey, Eric. Nice to see you on the live feed. So let's go into our Monday, showing up strong and bringing that with us, right? Bring that love with us and see it reflected in everyone. And if there's a situation that ignites or starts a little bit of fear inside of you, remember that's just you being afraid and not acknowledging who you are and what you are. So then realign yourself to love and then show up and be love. Share that love and see how your world changes. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you back again tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Until then, happy Monday, and feel free to share. I love to hear your stories. Love to see how this lesson is showing up for you today on your Monday. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye. See you tomorrow.